All right, I'm going to start this one off by saying I got a lot of black friends, okay? Most of them I got through playing football. They were my teammates. We've been to war together on the football field, love them to death. Now, with that being said, ever since I have had said friends, they have told me that I have a bad habit of putting them in white people positions. I do not fully understand what they mean, but they gave me the reference of like passing a cop on a 2-lane road because he's going underneath the speed limit. Apparently they ain't supposed to do that. It makes them nervous. Anyway, about a week ago, get a call from a buddy of mine. Play football together. Says, hey buddy, I want you to come to a cookout. Hell, you ain't got to hit me in the face with a wet mop. I like cookouts. So I show up to the cookout. All right. As I step out of my pick-em-up truck, I realize that the only 3 white things at this cookout is the salt shaker, the napkins, and me. All right. As I'm walking up, I am being greeted by his grandma and grandpa and his 7 cousins. All right, which there's no way for me to remember all these people's names. Anyway, there's a long table where the food, everybody's eating at, okay? They bring me over and set me down at the head of the table. I'm already really uncomfortable at this point because I don't know what's about to happen. Well, they say the blessing and I get up to go fix my food. Well, I was not aware that at a black cookout, you do not fix your own plate. They fix your plate for you. Now, they bring me a whopping Dixie plate that some bitch is rounded off like this with barbecue, okay? And I'm gonna eat it. Don't get me wrong, I don't waste food, I'm gonna eat it. So as I'm sitting there munching away, you know, just kind of getting my bearings about where I'm at, these 2 ladies walk up to me, 2 of his aunties, with 2 different potato salads. All right, they say, we want to get your opinion on which one of these is better. Now, apparently just because I'm white, I'm supposed to know the different calibers of mayonnaise. Well, I ain't finna piss nobody off at this cookout, okay? So I ate both of them and I told them that they were just so damn good, both of them, I couldn't pick one. Now, at this current time, I am almost in a food coma because I've ate so much because I didn't want to disrespect nobody's cooking there. And then his great-grandmama, Mama T, that's what they call her, she comes up to me with what looks like a 5-pound piece of cherry pie. Now, let me paint a picture for you. I've got the meat sweats, all right? Got barbecue sauce on my shirt. I'm drifting in and out of consciousness, and she's bringing me a 5-pound piece of pie. Now, I saw Friday After Next. I know what happens when you disrespect somebody's grandmama. I saw what happened to Craig and Day Day when they disrespect somebody's grandmama. You ain't finna be chasing me through these pines because we way out in the woods at this cookout. I'm white, not stupid. So as I eat this pie, which I'm eating this pie because I ain't finna piss off nobody, especially the head woman there because she ranked up top. That's great grandma. You don't mess with her. I finish this pie and I drift off into a Caucasian psychosis of a food coma. And I did just like this right here, just like this. I went, whew, I'm full. As soon as I lifted my head back up, the table I'm sitting at is no more food on this table. I don't know how long I was out for, but somehow I'm still in the same chair. I have been dealt into a high-stakes spades game at an all-black cookout besides me. What the fuck is going on? How did I get here? At what point in my life did I take this turn to take me to where I'm at? And now the cards is in front of me, and I got no idea how to play spades, okay? None. I got no idea. All right, I'm white. We played Go Fish and Cornhole. All we did, we got bored one day, literally did the whitest thing possible, walked out in the field, got some corn, took our pocket knives and cut it off the stalk, all right? Put it in a bag, went over there, found some plywood in the shed, cut a hole in it, put it on an angle, and we tossed it at each other. That's what we do. I have no idea what spades is. So as they give me the runaround idea what the hell is going on with this spades game, I look at my hand and I realize that I probably got a pretty decent hand. Well, they asked me, they said, Zach, how many books you got? Which they had just explained this to me now. I'm talking about just now. I said, it looks like I got 8 books. Apparently that is the wrong damn answer for your first hand of spades ever, because as soon as I said I got 8 books, 3 Glock 9s hit the top of the table. I've got every damn spade that you could possibly have and 3 other aces. Well, as I survived that round, I go to get up, and one of his cousins come over and taps me on the shoulder and said, hey, buddy, you want to go throw bones? I don't know what they're talking about. I ain't got a shitting clue what they're talking about. But I ain't gonna piss nobody off. You gotta understand, at this point, I am in survival mode. I am not pissing not one person off at this cookout. I do whatever they tell me to do. If they want me to stand on my head and blow bubbles out of my ass, I will do it. Don't hurt me. Okay? Now, I did not know bones meant dice. I was leaning more toward dominoes, which I kind of knew how to play from the Elks Lodge. But apparently, bones means dice. I lost $36 so fast my fucking head was spinning. Okay? And apparently when they yelled gator, that just code word for white man loses, because they just took my money and I just put some more down until I ran out of money. Which is fine. Made it through that one too. Now, as I'm slowly trying to make my way back to my truck, I went over to thank Mama T. You know, I thank my buddy, I thanked everybody on the way to my truck. And I've got my truck in my sights. I am zeroed in on my truck, trying to leave this place. Now, I get to my truck. I put my hand on my truck to go open it, and there's like a sense of relief that comes over me. Like I didn't piss nobody off, nothing went wrong. I went, whew, I made it. Now, as I open my door, I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around. The whole damn cookout is behind me. Everybody there is right around my truck, with Mama T right there in the front and my buddy. And he looked at me, he said, "Hey buddy, next week's Mama T's birthday, you coming back?" And I looked at him, bamboozled on what to say. And the only thing I could come up with was, "You damn right I'm coming back, because that's the best damn barbecue I've ever had in my life." I don't know if you've ever been to All Black Cookout, but I'm going to tell you something. If you get the invitation, you better take that shit, because that is the best food you ever going to get and the nicest damn people. I was scared shitless. I ain't going to lie. I'm a big guy. I was acting like a little bitch. I didn't know what was happening. But at the same time, that's the most fun and some of the best people I've ever been around in my entire life. I'm going back next week. Bet. I told him, I said, y'all need me to bring something like some ice, because I ain't trying to cook with y'all. Y'all want some ice? Or like some, you want me to go get my little cousin Kyle that wears monster hats and shit? And bring him? You know, so he'll feel at home. He got wife beaters and stuff. What y'all need? They told me I couldn't bring nothing but myself, me, and I. Which I will be there. I'm white, not stupid. I ain't pissing nobody off. Shit.
See the dust on my hands? Look at this fridge. We've cleaned this a lot. Like, a lot.
We've really tried to keep the dust out of the van. There's so much dust just caking everything, and we can only do so much to keep it out. It gets so hot in here during the day, we have to open the door. Look at this right here on the countertops.
These are the dustiest boots. Oh my gosh.
It's
Just
my leg.
floated. Oh no. Look at that. I don't even know where your skin is anymore. My leg, my stockings.
Yeah. Smoking.
This is a video about Burning Man. But before we get started, there's something we need to explain first. Burning Man is not your typical event. In fact, it's not really an event at all. What it is an experiment in creating a utopian society. It's art, it's raw, it's real, challenging, messy, and unexplainably beautiful. Plus, it's simply one of the most incredible places to make friends and have fun.
Easy to love life out here, too.
It's something that's not easy to document or capture on film, nor is it meant to be. It's something that can only be explained by being lived. Which is why, instead of doing an epic mashup of scenes from our 9 days in Black Rock City, we've decided to share with you the 10 principles that govern this seemingly lawless land. The 10 principles that take on the task of protecting this temporary utopian world from the effects of modern society. Principle number 1, radical inclusion.
Test. Brittany's gonna go live on the Black Rock radio station right now.
Life in our world is so beautiful, and especially the world that we create together here. So thank you everyone for being a blessing, and let's just go make the most of all of it.
Thank you for coming in with that message.
Thank you for letting me share.
Love your bird.
Wow. Beautiful.
Thanks, Wolverine.
Whether you have a message to share on the community radio, stumble upon a sunrise dance party, or find yourself in the cockpit of a 747,
This is a captain and co-pilot.
not only are you allowed to be where you are, but at Burning Man, you're called to be whoever and wherever the present moment is asking of you, with the community right there to embrace you in the unfolding. Principle number 2, gifting. Burning Man is devoted to acts of unconditional gift giving.
This is glass from the man wrapped in some Tupperware.
From sharing s'mores cooked over the smoldering ashes of the man the morning after the burn,
Little s'more goodness here.
Making use of the man.
He's very functional.
to snow cones, smashed pennies,
Look at that from the playa.
cold beverages, bonfire vibes, and water.
Here goes Brittany for her first hair wash. It's been over a week. How does that feel?
I definitely have playa hair. It is like
It is
crunchy,
crunchy.
dry. I brushed it every day somehow, put some coconut oil on the tips every day, and it's just like stiff. But our neighbors left early and they gave us like all their extra water.
Yeah, which
So
replenished the supply, and now we can do what we need for our hygiene needs.
thank you, Robin and Angela.
Angela, you guys are awesome.
Oh, my hair. Water conservation efforts are in full effect.
Wow, that all came out of your hair?
It's all playa dust.
Somehow the playa always finds a way to provide exactly what you need. Principle number 3, decommodification. You saw what Diplo did, right? Arriving to Burning Man in a sponsored jet? Perfect example of what not to do. In order to preserve the spirit of gifting, members of the Burning Man community are sincerely asked to refrain from entertaining any forms of advertising or commercial sponsorships, ultimately protecting this utopian, free culture from modern exploitation. So, instead of finding ads in the porta potties, you may be lucky enough to find this. Scented and butterflies from Metamorphosis, sparkly flowers, look at little doily, and more than enough toilet paper.
And there's light in here at night.
Let's close this for the next winner of this.
Wow.
How cute is this? So we gotta tell someone to go in there, right? The best.
So cool.
The best. Aww. Principle number 4, radical self-reliance. If you saw last week's episode, then you know. Preparing for Burning Man is no joke. Not only are you asked to bring all the food, water, and other burner supplies that you could ever need to survive and thrive during your stay on the playa, you're also asked to exercise and rely on your own inner resources. And when in doubt, you can always ask for help.
I couldn't hit the hammer hard enough, so Drew's helping me out.
I got some accuracy skill going.
It's
Look
beautiful.
at that. Just finished it.
Wow, a butterfly for Metamorphosis. Beautiful, babe.
That was a good one.
Principle number 5, radical self-expression. This isn't only the freedom to express your own unique gifts, but the opportunity to offer that gift to others. And however the individual or group chooses to express that gift, they're asked to respectfully honor the boundaries and liberties of each recipient along the way. One of our very favorite gifts was given to us by the Black Rock City Choir the morning of our last day on the playa.
Allowing that prayer to be held so strongly in the palm of your hand. We're going to take a breath in, exhale, release it, envisioning our prayers flying in the dust, in the wind, all throughout the playa, making a swirl of love and possibility and healing, illumination, devotion, beauty, surrender. that these prayers today allow us to be the best versions of ourselves. May it be so. Hallelujah. Ashe, Aho, Amen.
Nothing is lacking, nothing is broken in this atmosphere. Everything you came for, you're gonna leave here with. Come on, lift up your voices. Lift up your voices. Come on, let the divine hear you.
Principle number 6, communal effort. This basically comes down to creative cooperation and collaboration. From simply making sound decisions as an individual, like not being a darkwad and lighting up your bike so someone doesn't have to deal with accidentally running you over at night, to taking it a step further and joining the dedicated group of rangers who help keep our playa safe, or volunteering as a lamplighter, helping to light the way for fellow burners to the man and temple each night. Oh look, they're hanging it now. There are endless ways for burners to contribute in making the playa a more magical place for all. Principle number 7, civic responsibility. Just because we wear crazy costumes and have no concept of time doesn't mean that each and every event isn't made to be organized with care, awesomeness, and safety in mind. Though each and every Burning Man ticket does say that the ticket purchaser voluntarily assumes all risk, even death, that may occur. Well, we're happy to report that no one was harmed in the eating of these delicious Belgian waffles, served up by none other than the Belgians themselves. Principle number 8, leave no trace.
We're waking up with the farm animals. Rise and shine on the playa.
The burner community respects the environment, which means packing out everything and more that was brought in. There's even a trash fence out in Deep Playa, the one that Drew's dancing in front of here, put in place to help gather any runaway moop, matter out of place, picked up by the inevitable wind and whiteouts. With moop on the rise, it's important for everyone to take part in moop marches, remove as much packaging as possible pre-playa,
In our moot bag.
and visit Recycle Camp, where Cap'n Crush and the Recyclonauts have successfully crushed nearly 1 million aluminum cans, donating all funds collected to the local Gerlach schools. And here we have our last 2 points, which are tied for number 1, along with the other 8. Participation. At Burning Man, everyone is invited to work, play, and make the world real through actions that open the heart. The Burning Man community is committed to a radically participatory ethic, believing that transformative change, whether in the individual or in society, can occur only through the medium of deeply personal participation. We achieve being through doing, and the playa is a place where we are asked to live outside our comfort zones.
Are you ready for it, Ben?
And finally, principle number 10, immediacy. This one ran deep with us this year.
Land a hoe!
Burning Man gives us the time, space, and trampolines needed to overcome the barriers and screens that stand between us, the recognition of our truest inner selves, the reality of those around us,
A spot of tea.
participation in society,
Are you feeling beautiful?
Are you feeling beautiful, babe?
and contact with our natural world. No idea or piece of technology can substitute for this experience, which is why you'd find us without our cameras for the majority of our burn. Well, there you have it. We hope you enjoyed this video and at least learned something new about this mind-blowing, heart-expanding pilgrimage to the desert that takes over Black Rock City each year. Though there is talk that Burning Man needs to take a year off. As the BRC Weekly stated in last week's publication, this is the last year as we know it. But is it really? Increasing regulations from authorities, along with some environmentally questionable happenings, i.e. burning, that take place, do give reason to believe that the playa, surrounding communities, and perhaps even the planet could benefit from a year off. What do you guys think? Love your burn, love your life, love.
One more time, choir. Love me day, you say. Love me day, love me day, love me day, love me day, love me day. Come on.
The more I hide.
Run the city.
on my phone, bugging off my car. I tried to smash, but I'm looking at some high beams into the eyes of some motherfucking dope fiend. He seen me shooting, so I shot him, blew his ass up. I shot my Uzi up in the air and then I smashed up. I'm rolling thicker than a milkshake. I like to eat crap, but I can hard like a criminal. In my jack, on my phone, talking things. Mac 10 to my dome, yo, it is this. I'm telling them up, yo, let's box it, we can go around. He dropped his head, I picked it up and blew his ass down. I know it's sweet, but it's super fucking good back. I'd rather let my fucking ride to the top check. It's for the touching, not the killer, breaking through his lungs. Back to the stone, it's the story, brings the story up.
From the moment you met me, I've been making you do things you didn't want to do. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Yeah, what? Let's show them what I'm talking about. We have an agenda here, Dan. It's really very simple. Either you fight one fight on one day, or you fight every day for the rest of your life. What's the matter, Daniel? Nothing. Remember when you went to the country for the summer and you hated it because you had no friends? What happened? I got poison ivy. You met Kevin and Kenny, who became your best friends in the whole world. You gotta give it a try. I know it's hard. We're not quitters, are we? Girl situation? It's okay. Just okay.
colorblind.
So Shonda's still giving you shit?
Every chance she gets. I swear, man, I don't know what I did to piss that girl off.
Man, you didn't do a damn thing. It's just her way of showing affection.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yo, you're like a brother to her, Pierce. Always have been. Believe me, she looks up to you more than you know.
Wow, no shit? Oh, I guess maybe that makes sense.
Well, then again, what the hell do I know? I've been stuck up on that damn shit for years.
And I was just beginning to feel better about it. Thank you, Johnny.
Hey, Zoe. What up, Chuck? A lot of women out here. Yep. All they want to do is have a good time. You gotta give them something new to say. Like what? Let's name something else. Juice box.
I make a juice box wet, 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 wet. I make a juice box drip, 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 drip. I make a juice box toe, 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 toe. I make a juice box hot, 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 hot.
My eyes low, chicken like Mr. Miyagi. Extra fresh, I'm dripping it into Miyagi. Wax on, wax off like Karate Kid. 28s on the Chevy, y'all know what it is. Me and my dogs hit the hood like bam. The trunk be like wham, them be like damn. Walk up in the club, neighborhood superstars. Buying up the bar, buying us a car. A girl on each arm, and both them curve arm. Menaging with your boy, trying to drink my unborn. Licking on each other, acrobatics with their tongue. Shake it like Beyonce, girl, ring the alarm.
I make a juice box wet, 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 wet. I make a juice box drip, 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 drip. I make a juice box toe, 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 toe. I make a juice box pop, 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 pop.
God, it feels good to be the fuck out of that pink ass vat.
From what I hear, you were there a long time.
Years, man. Fucking years. Reliving the same hell day after day after day. What gets to you?
I go hard, hard like a rock. I pogo stick the tissue, how to stop. Got that juice box wet, dripping like a mop. Treat her like a rope, and tie her in a knot. Hood dogs, meet me at the Travel Lodge. Bring some Red Bulls and some Trojan extra large. Work up, chop, she gon' lose a lot of cards. Make that juice box talk, man, I make that book look hard. The girl can't win, once I get it in. I turn her over, and make her back bend. I beat her for an hour, and then I rip the teeth. Then grab another rubber, and do it all again.
I make a juice box wet, 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 wet. I make a juice box drip, 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 drip. I make a juice box toe, 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 toe. I make a juice box pop, 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 pop. I got a question. I make a juice box wet, 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 wet. I make a juice box drip, 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 drip. I make a juice box toe, 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 toe. I make a juice box pop, 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 pop. I got a question. Is it
I found a silver lining, hiding in my sin. It took some climbing, so far from where I've been. And in a moment I can break this. The thread could all unspin, but it's all that I wanted to question what's within. We're going deep from all the noise, but so scared of letting silence in. dancing.
Thanks to bitch.
Is it possible to communicate with the dead? Of course it is.
You're gonna die.
Paranoid like a fiend. I hear voices in the back. Now my mind is playing tricks. I'm on the other side. And it feels like I'm trapped in the village of the damn. Heavy pounding on my skull like that's the silence the lamb. I can't take the noise no more as my brain starts to swell and play like a balloon, and I see visions of hell.
He looked around the room and all the people were becoming monsters.
That I'm eating, evil grin on my face as the body starts bleeding. Panic is my habit, not your everyday. Good body parts is what I'm mastering. I'm known to slay the hood. It's what I'm feeding on the flesh. That I'm eating, evil grin on my face as the body starts bleeding. Skin my victim like a deer from the front to the rear. Get paid for souvenirs, and now I'm out of here. Skin my victim like a deer from the front to the rear. Get paid for souvenirs, and now I'm out of here.
The Bible even mentions a case of a living human being who made contact with the spirit of a person who was physically dead.
It's what I'm feeding on the flesh that I'm eating, evil grin on my face as the body starts bleeding.
I don't fuck with broke hoes, I'd rather be alone. Stop hitting me up, stop hitting my phone.
special sound.